Hey folks, it's Razor Wrecker, ready to wreck things but good, but real good like. So what we got here is the first Graveside recital in quite some time, I should think, and but I'm just going through the woods here, and I don't know where I am. I should know where this is. It's outside of Portland, Maine, though. And I'm going through the trails, looking at the lovely scene behind me, marshland, close to the Atlantic here. Um, and look at what we find here. What would have been, a farmer's family, this probably would have all been cleared back then because this most prominent stone we have is Elizabeth Jordan, who died in 1835, age 79. Now, I just got here myself. I barely, had time to soak in the scene when I said, "Oh, wow, I haven't done this graveside recital thing. I'll do it. I'll do it now." So, because turns out our friend right here, Elizabeth, she has a legible stone to read, and it is pretty impressive. I did have time to read that when I said, "Oh, I gotta." I didn't have too many viewers of graveside recitals so much. Maybe in the future when it's better discovered, but it is an odd thing. I don't know anybody else going from gravesites to gravesites, reciting gravestones. There's gravestone rubbers. There's people that preserve such places, uh, but this sort of thing I thought would be interesting, and it's just yet to take off. But if it doesn't, that's fine too. It's for my own pleasure. But I'm sure there are others out there that appreciate this sort of thing too. So we got a little friend out here. I don't know where he is, but so let's read this and be done with it. Um, Elizabeth Jordan, and we got Ann Jordan, uh, 64 she lived till. Some of these stones are falling over, with time and cracking. Maybe a tree fell on it that's no longer here. Uh, Smaller stones, JJ back there. You know, this one's not so legible. Doesn't seem like it has much being said. I hate to move it. I can't really move it. Not disturbing too much. So here we go. Let's read it. Who died October 3rd? Imagine back then, 1835, dying, you know, just at least they were spared one more winter, because they were just going into another winter. And as beautiful and serene as this may seem to, people haven't been to these parts, winters can be brutal. So let's crouch down here. Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh. That's what we're doing. We're gonna read our friend Elizabeth Jordan and keep her memory alive until we can join her and say, "Hey, I was at your grave hundreds of years later. It was great." But anyway, check this out. So maybe you can read it. It's backwards on YouTube, I know. Far from her native land, her body lies. Her soul, we trust, has soared above the skies. So there we go. That's nice. Far from the native land, her body lies. Her soul, we trust, has soared above the skies. So, yeah, that's pretty poetic. Uh, this one's that's the only one that seems to have any, remark, lasting remark that they want to leave behind. You know. Oh no, this one does have it, but yeah, it's too worn away to tell. And you got JJ and AJ. They're just dynamite. But anyways, there you go, folks. Another graveside recital. That's a short one for you. But I'm heading home, and it's just been a long day of hiking through woods and smoking a good ganji. Got to get my medical card back up and standing. It's not in good standing at the moment. But that's it. There's still plenty of weed. It's falling out of the sky in this state, I tell you, and that ain't a bad thing either. But, so God bless. God loves you. Don't abuse drugs and don't use dirty drugs. Just rolled ones and cold ones, baby. And don't abuse. That's the trick. If you gotta abuse, you just gotta lose. So get the hell out of here with you, all right? God love you.